Hey everyone, we're coming up to Halloween. Happy Halloween, as well as Dia de los Muertos and Samhain. For those who've been following my previous videos, I've been sharing all kinds of practices that you can do at this time of the year to connect in with the energy of release and letting go, and the energy of autumn and fall, the season that we're in right now. So one fun little thing I actually wanted to share with you is a little bit about the lineage of Halloween and all of the sort of things, even from trick-or-treating to the symbolism behind the pumpkin, the ghosts, the witches, and all of that. So at its very core, this time of the year is about release and about letting go. And as I've said before, it's a wonderful time to connect with those who are no longer with us here in the flesh, so those who have passed on. So a lot of the things that we see at Halloween are actually symbolic of that remembrance and those rituals of past. So we see, of course, ghosts and spirits as a common thing around this time of the year, around Halloween, to connect in with those who have passed on. As well, of course, the pumpkin is symbolic because it is a vegetable of the season, right? It's a thing that is coming into its fruition at this time of the year, so to speak. So decorating a pumpkin or bringing in gourds or other fall produce can be a great way to honor the season and the rituals of past in the present time. Also, of course, this is kind of known as the witching time of the year because we're going into the dark half of the year, into the practices known as like shadow work and the work that's just below the surface, which has been often associated with witches. And you know, it's really interesting. I sort of love watching witchy movies at this time of the year, the cheesy ones, the old ones, the scary ones, the ones that are new, and it's kind of a fun little ritual that I have. But one other thing I wanted to bring in addition to all of that history and of course the direct connection between all of the things we see in our modern day society with Halloween, with all of the earth wisdom rituals, can be a very powerful time to do some deep inquiry and rest practices. And if you've got a great teacher or guide or feel comfortable and supported doing shadow work. So shadow work is connecting in with the things that are below the surface, perhaps at times some of the negative habits that we have and patterns that we have, things that are just on repeat in our lives, the things that we do that maybe aren't for our greatest good. Those are the things that can be in the shadow realm. Sometimes those things are at the surface and you know about them, and at other times they dwell below the surface. A really wise teacher in all the realms of shadow work is actually Castaneda. He is a passed away but an incredible author and writer, most famous for the teachings of Don Juan, but really any of his books are super powerful in this. And in particular, he talks about all kinds of practices that you can do to connect in with shadow work and with the sort of under the surface realm. So if you feel inspired, it's a powerful thing to do at this time of the year. Of course, I mentioned an ancestor altar, even watching witchy movies, bringing in the symbolism of the season into your house can be great ways to honor the fall and autumn and this time of release and letting go. So wishing you all happy Halloween, blessed Samhain, as it's known in my Celtic indigenous traditions, and then also Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. So take care, everyone. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.